Hello and welcome to episode 308 of the Daily Sales Message Sales Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice. It's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell. I teach people how to sell for a living, and I've basically broken sales and selling down into paint by numbers. I've got about 600 different individualized components because one of the biggest problems I've found with sales and selling is most people, respectfully, don't know what to do and don't know what to say. I don't know what to do or what to say to sell. I've got 600 plus things that you can do and say to sell effectively, and you only need a couple of them to work. So I'm trying to make sales and selling, or I have made sales and selling, as accessible as possible for any person, just to remove the stigma, this nonsense, I can't sell, etc. Businesses and life depend on selling. It makes the world go round, it makes the money move, so it makes sense that you learn how to sell. It's a learnable skill. Right, I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but that's what I do for a living. And as I've broken it down into so many small components, I then also share some of those things and tips and advice, strategies, anecdotes, etc. from my 20 years of sales experience in this podcast. So this is episode 308. That means there's 307 other episodes before this one that have, hopefully, similarly quality, valuable advice for you to take away and action. The goal of the podcast is to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff, and to do so in a really simple and actionable way. And today we're talking about proof. Proof sells. Proof sells. And I'm going to ask you a question that I ask nearly everybody that I speak to and lecture to, actually, in particular when I go to universities and lecture. And it's this. If you're buying something on Amazon.com, for example, very popular website. A lot of us go there. Pretty much everything you're looking at in this office has been bought from Amazon.com, I can assure you. When we're looking to buy something, generally we look for a star rating. We want the highest number of stars, so 4, 5 stars out of 5. Highest number and the highest volume of star ratings. That's what we're looking for. And if you're weird like me, you're also going to look at the 1-star reviews to see what goes wrong and try and limit your downside risk, etc. But proof sells. So a lot of people on Amazon in particular, but in life in particular, they're making the sale because they've got a lot of proof, a lot of evidence they can deliver. As buyers, we appreciate this, we look for it. As sellers, it's a different story. As sellers, we just forget. We just forget. So as a buyer, we know that having reviews and case studies and all this kind of stuff, really important. When we're coming to sell something, I haven't got time for that. I'm trying to sell over here. I haven't got time to get proof. What are you talking about? And we forget it. We miss it. It's a problem. I get very, very worked up and keen about this topic because since 2018, when I started my business, I've amassed over 500 LinkedIn recommendations. LinkedIn is my weapon of choice. It's where most of my potential clients live. And it's done me a great service. It helps me to convert clients and to reassure people, because it's just a ridiculous number at this point. The reason that I got to, I think as of today, it's like 527, something like that. The reason I got to over 500 recommendations is because, are you ready? Drum roll, please. I did 2 things. I don't know if you can hear me tap my desk there. 2 things. First of all, I did a good job. Imagine that. I actually did good work for people. I said I could do something. I actually delivered on it. And I worked bloody hard to make sure they were really happy. And I did exactly what I said I was supposed to do because my reputation is important to me. That's the first one. The second one is, ready? Drum roll. Hoping you can hear a drum roll. It's just weird. It's just silence. Drum roll. I asked for a recommendation. Ta-da! I asked for it. That's it. You should make asking for a review, a case study, a testimonial, LinkedIn recommendation, Trustpilot, whatever your weapon of choice is, you should make that part of your sales process. Every person that buys from you, every company that buys from you, at some point, we will ask them to review us, recommend us, leave us a review, whatever. Because the more people you ask, the more you're going to get, the more you have, the more you can sell. It's like a flywheel, and the whole thing continues. But most people just forget to ask. That's it. Most of you guys are doing really great work, but you just forget to ask, or you don't know how to ask, but mostly it's you forget to ask, and there we go. So from today, I want you to make asking for social proof, asking for reviews, etc. a part of your sales process. Everybody that buys from you, you're going to ask them. There's no pressure. We don't need to worry about bottles of champagne and gift vouchers or whatever. There's no bribes, incentives. We're going to ask them for it. If they do it, great. If they don't, really doesn't matter. But we'll ask them for it, because as soon as you hit 20, 50, 100, 500, 1,000 or more pieces of feedback, it gives other people confidence in buying from you. It attracts people. It converts people, because proof sells at the end of the day. Right. That was a rambling edition, wasn't it? Sorry about that. Better than a telling off edition, though. That kind of was that too. Anyway, tomorrow in episode 309. Well, today we're talking about proof cells. Tomorrow we're talking about something else that sells that begins with S. But I'll explain all in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for listening and watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for hopefully a less rambling edition with less drum rolls for sure of the Daily Sales Message.